This has been one of the most powerful mindset shifts I've ever had, and it's changed the way I think about almost everything. All you need to do is remove 1 or 2 words from your vocabulary and you can feel more control and more content in your life. I made this change over 2 years ago, and because of how simple it is, I've been able to stick to it and I don't see myself going back to the way I used to think. There are so many choices that we make every single day that have ultimately brought us to this point. A lot of the time, it seems like life just happens to us. How often do you hear people say, I don't know where today went, or this week has just flown, or I can't believe it's nearly Christmas? What is required to gain a bit more control over our time is a shift in perspective. So, there are 3 phrases that we can remove from our vocabulary in order to create this shift. It's amazing when we realize the hold that these phrases have over us. We have been offhanding our choices to this external force when really we have control over our choices. The 3 phrases that you should try to remove are I should, I have to, and I need to. The words should and need imply that there is an external thing forcing us to do something that we're not wanting to do. At the start, you might need to catch yourself after you've already said the phrase and then backtrack and replace it with a phrase that's less limiting. You can replace it with I want to, I choose to, or I get to. This slight shift in the way that you talk to yourself and to others is more powerful than it seems. Switching these phrases out has changed my outlook on so many things. I don't feel like I'm being forced to do anything anymore. The choices that I'm making are mine. Some people might argue that you can't just say that you want to do something and then all of a sudden miraculously want to do it. But it's not a trick. It's not about pretending that you want to do something. It's about finding out why you want to do it. There's a reason that you're wanting to do or choosing to do the things that you do. It might be for someone else. It might be because you're wanting to avoid the consequences of not doing that thing. But at the end of the day, there is a reason why you want to do the things that you do. You've just got to work out what that reason is. So here are some examples of some automatic thoughts that I've had recently where I switched out the phrase. So the first thought was, I have to do my taxes. And I switched this to, I want to do my taxes because it's going to make me feel on top of things and organized, and I'm going to have a better idea of my financial situation, and I'm going to avoid fines from the government by not submitting my taxes on time. So there are lots of reasons why I want to do my taxes. Another example of a phrase that I used to say far too much is, I should really exercise today. And I switched this to, I really want to exercise today because I feel so motivated when I exercise and energized, and I can tell that my mood shifts when I exercise more. So again, finding lots of reasons why I want to do the thing as opposed to feeling like it's an obligation or something that I'm feeling guilty for not doing. And the last example that I have is I need to start getting up early. And this one I still find myself automatically thinking, but every time I think I need to get up early, I try to switch my dialogue and think, no, I want to get up early. I want to get up early because I love having extra time in the morning, and I love that I get all of my chores done. And so in the evenings, I don't have to do chores and I can have fun and do whatever I want. So switching your phrasing to I want to kind of creates the question in your mind as to why do you want to? Because just saying I want to isn't enough. Usually it's paired with I want to because, and the because is the why behind what you want to do. I think the best part about this mindset shift is that it's not going to happen overnight. We can't just change our autopilot or the internal dialogue that we've had forever. But what we can do is every time we catch ourselves saying one of those phrases, choose in that moment to switch it to one of the more positive, less limiting phrases. And then every time that we do that, it's reinforcing in our mind that new way of thinking. And the more that you do it, the more that your brain starts to think in that way. I've found over the last 2 years that I'm thinking more and more about how I want to do these things for myself and how beneficial the things that I do are, and I know the reasons behind why I do everything I do instead of feeling beholden to my own life. I've now taken back control and I'm so much more happy because of it. It's kind of like that saying from Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility, but it's switched around the other way. By taking responsibility for the choices that we make, it creates a power in our life and we feel more in control and more content with the choices we're making. So let me know in the comments if you decide to take on this new mindset shift. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.